to Thoughts in a Glass podcast. I'm Latoya.
And you know me, Case in the place to be.
Okay. And this is a weekly podcast where we share our unfiltered thoughts and opinions on a variety of topics.
So sit back and relax and grab your favorite drink and join us on a conversation of real, raw, and ridiculously funny commentary.
Period. Every week we do a drink of the night. Kendra, what is our drink tonight?
So tonight's drink is called a Sailor's Sunrise.
Period.
It's a little spin on the tequila sunrise. We're going to use a little bit of, we're going to do 2 ounces, because we're going to make it a little boozy. 2 ounces of your spiced rum. We're going to do 3 ounces, since we're doubling it up a little bit. We'll do 3 ounces of orange juice, ounce of grenadine. When you do your orange juice, you want to shake that up because you want the grenadine to float to the, so it look like a little sunrise. So you're going to strain your spiced rum and your orange juice into your glass over ice, and then you're going to add your grenadine. Add your cherry and
cheers. Mm-hmm.
I love a good spiced rum.
That's actually good. So, how was your week? I feel like we haven't recorded in a while, but we just did. We was talking to Grandma Christine, so we did 2 back to back.
And I hope y'all enjoyed her, because we had a time.
She's so cute. She's so adorable. She's so adorable.
She's a little teeny cutie pie.
I really enjoyed myself. I really did.
She's so funny, and I think she had such a good time. Everybody in my family that has seen it has really been like, oh my God, it was so good.
Oh, I'm glad.
My mom was like, she learned some stuff about my grandma, but she didn't really know. Mm-hmm. My brother said the same thing. Everybody was like, they were highly entertained. And for me, it's something that I'm so glad that I did, because now, of course, we know that she's getting ready to be in December 92. Mm-hmm. So we know that she has more years behind her than in front of her.
Yep.
And so having this, we can memorialize her in her own words. We can show video. I can show my kids. Everybody has a relationship with her because the older 3 have been around longer. Mm-hmm. And Joshua's only 3. So he doesn't have as much time with her as everybody else kind of will. But he'll be able to see her talk about it. And if I have any other children, they'll be able to have that. To be like, oh no, I've talked to my grandma. I know what my grandma was doing. And so it also then adds a little bit more context to who my parent, my mom is, and why she was that mother to her 3 girls, and more strict and things like that. I don't really talk a whole lot about my grandmother's side of the family, but out of all of her siblings, my mom, aunt, and my mom and both of my aunts have been the most successful. Mm-hmm. Nobody has veered to alcoholism, drugs, gambling. Everybody, her main thing is all my children, meaning her children and grandchildren, everybody get up and go to work. Everybody do what they're supposed to do for their kids. And I think she takes pride in being a single mother for so long, and having that where you may have your issues, but everybody's trying to do the right thing. I love that for her. It does feel like we haven't recorded, but we've been hanging.
We've been outside a little bit.
Terrible.
What's terrible?
We could have so much video and footage for y'all.
I know.
If we could be a little bit more
I'm not that kind of person, though. I've never been that kind of person to always have my phone and be recording. Yeah. Even just in my general life, people be like, oh, you was doing this, you was doing that. And I don't have no pictures video of it.
I said, so this is one of the things. So we are a little over half of the year, right? One of the things Davon and I have been doing is talking about what we want to accomplish to the end of the year and what's the plans for the next year. Mm-hmm. And I always say, speak into existence this year, what you want for next year, so that you can get the ball rolling. And we'll get back to what the week was like.
Yeah.
But you know how my mind works.
I do.
And so I want us to, especially because we be trying to plan more things and hangouts and stuff like that, I want us to try to make a conscious effort. Also, not like just when we're hanging out, but when we talk about stuff, maybe being able to drop video or drop stuff. Especially if you're like, oh, I went to this, bookstore or went to this event, to be able to talk about it and maybe have it planned in the background. So people can just see. And I know it's difficult because, first of all, embarrassing. This is embarrassing. Now, I know that there are a lot of YouTubers, and it would be nothing to be in LA doing that, right? Mm-hmm. It would be nothing to probably be in New York doing that. And it may not be nothing in the city, but I don't see it.
Yeah, I don't see it a lot either. I mean, now and then you'll see somebody with like a little tripod.
Yeah.
But
So, and the thing is, because we know people do it, not as weird as I guess we would think it would be, but I'm like, it's a lot of thought that goes into it. So I have tried to. So we have the mics. So I think that you should use the mics that we have.
Yeah.
And I'll buy a set of mics so that we can kind of.
I'll try. I will try because I don't be into it. I don't.
Like when you start,
I don't want to take a picture. It's just that maybe it's an anxiety thing of like I'm so focused on like if it's somewhere I gotta be or something I'm doing. I'm so focused on getting there, making sure I got everything I need and I know what's going on or whatever. Like it doesn't kind of dawn on me like, oh, let me stop and take a picture. Sometimes it will, like when we did the Christmas thing, I was like, oh, let's take a picture as everybody's leaving.
Right.
So sometimes it will kind of like be like, oh, I should capture the moment.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I feel like I be so into it that my brain just doesn't even go to, oh, take a picture.
Yeah. I've decided that I want to start being, and not just for the simple fact, because I have a bunch of pictures everywhere, but I want to start making a video vlog of like my life.
What happened? Because you was doing it on TikTok for a while.
I was. And the thing is, what I've realized, and I have to get out of my own head about it because everybody that's kind of doing it, they don't have a 9 to 5. And I have more than a 9 to 5. I'm usually at work by 7:30 usually if I ain't, fool all on around. But I'm either working a 9 or 10 hour day.
Yeah. I
don't have much to discuss within that time. So I think what I'm going to probably do is do something like a weekly thing.
Yeah, you could do a weekly recap.
Add all the stuff. But the problem is I need to learn how to do the video because I did buy some memory cards, take it off of the phone, continue so then I can put everything together and then edit it together. But I tell Latoya all the time, I come up in this thing and I be here. Latoya does all the editing. I do contribute. Don't do me. But
nobody said you didn't contribute.
I'm just saying it because sometimes, if I don't say it, people have their own, they jump to their
make
own
up a story.
Don't give you no story to make up, baby. I'm gonna give you that. I'm gonna give you the plot. You can just read what is on the book. You don't have to think outside the box. I do want to learn how to do it, but then I'm also like, I guess I need to maybe stop watching vlogs. Like, oh my God, it was editing for like 2 hours, and I'm like, who's doing that? I know.
Like low key,
I'm like, these people are like really.
Well, I think too, like I'm very nitpicky though. Like the editing could probably be quicker.
Yeah.
But certain things I don't like. Like this episode, y'all just gonna get it because it's literally 9:00 Tuesday night, and we're tired. We getting it out. I'm gonna add the intro, the outro, and then just post it. But I'm very nitpicky. Certain things I don't like.
Too much dead space.
Yeah.
Or looking stuff
exactly.
up.
Or like a lot of Like I know I do it, especially if I'm like formulating a thought.
And you don't want the dead air.
Yeah, and it's because I feel like when people are listening, we're in the moment having a conversation. When they're listening, I feel like that can get a little boring. Yeah. Like I don't want to sit here and listen to you formulate a thought. Yeah. Or at least that's how I think y'all feel. I could be wrong.
And I get that, and that's why like some of these videos, some of these vlogs that I watch on YouTube and stuff, people that I follow or whatever, and they will say the same thing over and over again while they're trying to think of something, and I don't have the mind to do both at the same time. Like I'm not going to keep telling you yes and so yeah, get my nails done. And yeah, so with me getting my nails done while I'm trying to, I
first of all
don't want to do that.
It's me because if I watch a video and they're doing that, I immediately disengage.
Yeah, I will kind of. I don't like that a little bit.
I don't like that.
But I know what it is. They're trying to not have the dead space, and that cuts down on how much editing you may have to do
because they're able to feel it, but feel it with something useful,
right?
Like, and maybe maybe that takes some crafting or that takes some practice as well to be able to talk about something else while I'm trying to get my thoughts together for the next thing.
Yeah, because then I'll hear a lot of like, so y'all, that's just, you know what I'm saying? So they kind of have like filler words where it's not just the space. And so I can do that, but I'm also like, I'm a yapper,
Mm-hmm.
especially when I'm talking about like what's, and I'm like, okay, let me change that. Or let me not say that because I'll get the chatting with myself. Because I'm looking at myself, and
The
I
only
like to
the
talk to
only
me.
thing I would say for you is like when it's both of us, and because I know you, it's okay. But I think when you by yourself, you will get off a topic, and when it's just you, it's nobody there to be like.
And so what we
So
talking
back to the
about?
original.
Back to what is going on. I'm over there reading my own damn script because I don't know what's going on.
I think that's probably the only thing that I would say. I mean, it's not even something that would stop you because that people would just get to know you. Like, okay,
Yeah.
she gonna jump off to another topic.
Yeah.
I think it's different when it's the both of us because I'm like, okay, I know you're on another topic, but
Right.
I
Let's get
also
back.
remember what we was talking about,
Right.
and then I just be like, yeah, so back to this, and then you be like, so this is what I was getting at.
Yeah. And so this, I think, with like editing, being able to say, now y'all know I'll get off topic because
Yeah.
that's surely what I'm gonna write in a caption. My bad. I'll try to fill y'all in later. I don't know what to tell you, but I was thinking about doing that because, especially with this season coming up, we have so many things that we're really trying to do with not just like saving money. I'm getting more into stocks. We're talking about trying to buy a house. Well, he's getting a house so that he can. I have a house already. He wants to have a house in his name. Trying to get some things going, buying new, getting the cars and all of that kind of stuff. So, I just want to start just having that so that when my kids get older, it doesn't have to be like a story. They will have so many things to look back on and for themselves. Like I have a lot of videos of Justin and just random things, and I wish I wanted to. I just want to put it all in one place. Because like I want some stuff on maybe TikTok, of course, shorter things so people can get to know me, and then having like a long form on like YouTube. But it's also my mind of getting back into the notion of you have something else to do and really getting to a space where I have to enjoy it. And that's the thing. So I'm I'm gonna try. I really am gonna try. I'm gonna try to do it. And I was like, maybe I was looking at Angels, and she does that. Like, oh, this is what happened over the course of like 4 or 5 days, because other stuff is going on, and then trying to like get to a point where I can convince them, like the girls will be fine.
It can even be like if you can't do weekly, it can even be like a monthly vlog.
Yeah.
Where like you do like a July dump. Yeah. Of like this is everything that happened. Yeah.
So and then like having maybe like little TikToks in between, and then having the full thing.
And maybe even some voiceovers of moments that you maybe didn't fully capture, but you could just talk about it.
Yeah. So I'm thinking about doing that, and then I think that will force me to get used to it. So when we're hanging out, it's like, oh, let me record this. Because we recorded a lot for when we were on the cruise. We did. And stuff like that. So I think that's one of the things I kind of want to do, just to kind of open up what's like the TNG world a little bit.
Yeah. Do you think though that the cruise, because I'm thinking about that. I'm thinking about the times where we have hung out and we really didn't get a whole lot of footage, and then the cruise. But when we went on the cruise, we were intentional about,
yes,
we're gonna do the cruise. Yes. We knew going into the cruise that one of our episodes was gonna be like a vlog.
Yes.
So I think because we knew that, we were intentional about it and we got footage.
Yeah.
But I feel like if we were just hanging out, I don't know if we would have filmed so much.
So this is the thing, because that's the intent. If like when I said, because we were supposed to record this weekend. Yeah. If I had said like, and we didn't do too much, we didn't have like a schedule. Yeah. But if I was like, all right, we on the boardwalk now, or we went to the Ferris wheel, let's record this.
I think if we had said we were going to vlog the trip, then that would have made, not like work per se, but that would have made it like a priority. Yes. Like that's what I'm saying. We can't vlog the trip if we don't have any footage. Yes. But so because we were like, whatever, we'll just do a recap. Yeah. It was kind of like, okay, if we get something, we get something. If we don't, we don't.
Child, and all I got is a picture of me and Joshua on the damn page. So, but I'm going to intentionally, especially if I have the equipment, right? So if it's already in my bag, I can't say, well, I wish I had this, or I got my phone, but we don't have mics, so that it kind of drowns people out. I want to start intentionally having a media bag so that I can force myself, because it's like, excuse me, last year I did a thing with my mom. We did the travelers event. We went to Ocean City. We've done like happy hours with our girlfriends. So we've done things, and I just want to, like I said, open up this world a little bit more, because at some point, just being honest, if we're like projecting for the future, I want us to have like ad revenue.
Yeah.
I want us to have, people looking and trying to do brand deals with us, things like that, because we cool.
And I think too, I don't know, this is kind of getting off on a tangent, and I don't know, we haven't really talked about what the future of the podcast looks like, but I think it doesn't always have to be us sitting in front of a camera.
Right.
Like, because we do a lot of stuff, sometimes the podcast can just be
right,
almost like a vlog.
Yeah.
Like, there might be some discussion, there might be some conversation, but why can't we have that conversation and also go to secrets?
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. Why we ain't film secrets and the man's trying to holler?
Because
it's so crazy. Like, literally,
I be in the moment.
I know, had a time, but I need to start having my equipment.
Yeah.
And I was looking at I'm like, I want this to start kind of making some kind of like a bigger splash.
Yeah.
I also feel like we just be having stuff to talk about. Everything that when people watch, when we say, okay, we did this, and people actually watch, everybody always say they entertain.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody say, oh, that was such a good interview. Y'all was good interviewers. Da 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 da. If we do this, and this people, the closest people to you will judge you the hardest, the harshest. I think that the wider audience would enjoy. We just gotta.
Yeah.
We need people to promote. But anyway, that's dream talk, as they call it.
So we went to Ocean City.
We went to
Ocean
City.
That was what we did this past weekend.
Yeah. So, so my week, we're going to talk about last week, because of course we didn't really get a chance to talk because we had Grandma Chris's second episode. It wasn't too bad. I was off.
Mm-hmm.
So it was my brother-in-law's birthday. So we went to Rehoboth Beach.
Okay.
On Sunday. So Saturday we were supposed to do Sandbox.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody told me, oh, if you late, they'll still take you.
Normally they do.
They said, we're going to have to reschedule y'all. So we weren't able to do the Sandbox VR. So we just ended up going to dinner. Left early-ish to go to Rehoboth. That was nice. It is more of a leisure beach.
Okay.
So the boardwalk was cool, but it wasn't as lively as like a Ocean City.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't talk about going to Rehoboth. It is a smaller beach.
Okay.
So we enjoy to compare with the kids and lugging stuff. That one was better. But when you have older, if you have older people and y'all not taking a whole bunch of stuff and y'all just gonna be like, oh, we staying up here, I would do Ocean City. Mm-hmm. It's just a little bit more to do.
Yeah.
And now I say that without having done the whole context of what everything that Rehoboth has to offer.
Got it.
So
y'all went to Rehoboth for one day?
Yes.
Okay.
And then came back. So then on Monday, that's when we scheduled to do the VR.
Mm-hmm.
So so everybody did the VR. I just kept Joshua, so they enjoyed that. So they kept. Their mom was like, "You gotta try it.
You do. It's fun."
I'm gonna do it again and make sure that Janae's there.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll do it. And then on Tuesday, daycare was back open, so dropped Joshua off, and then all the big kids and I went to Six Flags.
Mm-hmm.
So that was fun. They had a good time doing that. We did. What did we do on Wednesday? I don't think we did anything on Wednesday. And then we did something on Thursday. No, I went back to work. So I think those were the only things that we kind of did. And then that next weekend, what did I do?
You were at Ocean City.
That was this weekend?
Yeah.
Was it?
Yes, ma'am. We came home Sunday.
I know, but I feel like maybe it was because the grandma was the weekend before.
Mm-hmm.
God, dog. So anyway, back on the road I go. This is why I need Cause then we get home, I helped Davon get himself together because
Yeah,
then
because he went
leaves
out of
that
town.
next week.
Mm-hmm.
No, so it wasn't.
Yeah, he was out of town while you were this past weekend.
You're tripping.
I'm not
Let me look at the
tripping.
calendar because I feel like somebody's tripping. No, no, no. So no, that last weekend, the weekend of the 19th, we didn't do anything. We were just home,
Okay.
and then
So that
it was
weekend
two
y'all went to
weekends ago.
Rehoboth was the weekend before that.
Yes,
Okay.
because it was the weekend that we recorded Grandma
No, but so we recorded,
on
but then
Saturday.
we had 2 episodes.
Right. So, but that Sunday after we recorded Grandma is when we went to Rehoboth.
Okay,
Remember, I was
okay,
supposed to
okay.
go to
Yes. Mm-hmm.
thing.
Mm-hmm.
So that next weekend we didn't really do nothing.
Okay.
Washing clothes, getting things together, and then on when did he leave? So Davon left on Thursday, the 17th. He went to New Orleans, had a time.
Mm-hmm.
Big time was had. I was home, sad, and left out. I've been wanting to go to New Orleans forever, and so that was okay. It was fine. And then on Friday, so that same Thursday, y'all left
Mm-hmm.
after work to go to Ocean City. Then we came up on
Mm-hmm.
Saturday morning. I was gonna try to push through on Friday, baby. No, my body said go to bed.
I figured because I was like, she worked, and you had the kids, and you had to check on the cat. I figured.
And then on Saturday, packing I don't use and for the last 5 years I have not had to pack the car by myself or pack everything by myself. Never again. If we don't have it, baby, we don't have it.
Right.
And it came up for the weekend, so that was so much fun. The kids had a good time. Jayla was in the club. In the little H2O Ocean City club for the young ones.
So I don't know if y'all. So me and my family go to Ocean City every year. I don't know how if y'all go often or what, but they have gotten so strict. I wasn't used to this. Like
I've never had the experience.
I was not used to how strict they were. So normally with the H2O, the teen club, they usually just ask you what your birthday is. You tell them your birthday and they let you in. Mm-hmm. Maybe they should have been strict this whole time, but like, who's trying to get into a teen club but teens? I mean, maybe like pedophiles and stuff like that, but whatever. We're not talking about that. This time, so the kids were like, if they didn't have ID, they would allow them to pull up their school max to prove basically their age and their identification, which they've never done that before. And then even like the clubs we went to, they had like security, like police type security at the door, just checking. They was just being real strict.
And I know, because we had talked about, one of the reasons that we went to Rehoboth is because over the 4th of July there was a shooting at Ocean City. So the YNs beat YN.
Yeah.
And so I think that might be a part of it. Because this is the thing. This is what we were used to remember. People could only get around on the train.
Yeah.
People are starting to get cars now.
Yeah.
And cars weren't as easily
attainable. Yeah.
Thank you. Attainable a few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's like Klarna.
Mm-hmm.
You can get anything.
Yeah.
So.
And I get it. You know, like, I'm not mad about it. It was a shock to me because it used to be more of a kind of carefree place, and you could kind of
But kids are also doing way more than
they are.
We were doing, and when nobody really. I mean, if you were smoking, you was very quiet about it because it wasn't. It was still very taboo.
Yes,
they be walking around like with vapes like it's nothing.
Yeah,
you know, smoking weed, drinking,
like little teenagers.
Yeah, like small kids.
Yeah.
So I could understand, but I do appreciate Jayla and Latoya's cousin Lil Barry went, and Jayla was telling me about how like they had the cages for the ladies if they felt like they was tired of being accosted. Yeah, and she was able to, and guys couldn't go into the cages, so that you could just kind of have your own space to do your own thing, because it feels like, and that's how it is like when we go out. Like it's like we are not the objects for you to just touch on. Like, if you don't go on about your business, like, we was in the secrets.
And it's so crazy because when you be in a situation like that, it's like my point of view, I can't see what's going on.
Right. And you minding your full business. And they
I was giving a little.
No, you was listening.
I was giving a little
the
jiggle.
1, 2 was just, but it
was really just a little sway.
And somebody else was like, I said, all right. But it was a good time. So, how was your week?
My week was pretty good. I had book club this week. Mm-hmm. Literally the day, Sunday, when we got back from Ocean City, I had book club. The book was kind of boring to me. It was called Something About Home. I'll drop it down if y'all are interested, but it was kind of boring. Mm-hmm. I'm getting to the point with book club. It's starting to, I don't know if the right word I want to use. Mm-hmm. I'm down to read whatever the book is that everybody is agreeing on. Mm-hmm. But I do feel like people aren't really researching these books, or like, I don't want to say that, because maybe they are, and we just have very different tastes.
The taste is,
and maybe that's what's happening to me, is that I'm starting to get really particular about my taste. Yeah. And then if I'm reading a book that is not particularly something that I would like, now I'm being very critical, because this isn't my genre. Yeah. So I'm kind of like analyzing it. Yeah. And so it the enjoyment of it
is gone.
It's gone.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to kind of like change my mindset. And then I'm also reminding myself that you don't have to read, like, just because this is the book club book, you don't have to read. Like, if you are reading it and you're not enjoying it, you don't have to read it. Yeah. But I don't know, there's a part of me that feels like, well, first of all, if you commit and say you were going to do it, then you need to stand on that. And 2, if you start something, then you need to finish it. So I have that my own like internal pressure, which is so crazy, but it is what it is.
You know.
So anyway, but book club was good. We had a good discussion. What else have I been getting into? So the last week that we missed, I ended up, one of the people that I support retired, and she had a really big retirement party. So I ended up coming into work on my off day to help set up her retirement party. And then she invited me to her house because they did a happy hour that day. And so I went to the happy hour, and it was fun, but it was kind of awkward because I don't know if y'all feel like this, but sometimes, like, you know how you work with people and y'all have like a work bond, but y'all don't.
It does not translate.
It's not outside of work. Yeah, like, it's like at work you my girl.
At home,
like, I'm a different person outside of work, and you probably a different person too.
Right.
But also she's white, so maybe it's a cultural thing. Because to her, she's like, oh, I want you to meet my family, and I talk about you all the time, and, you know, I really want you to come. I really want you to be there. And, like, she cool, like, very cool. Like, we are very cool. So I felt like I'm going to come through just because, like, we do have that bond. But I don't know, like.
I get it. Now I have like kind of the opposite, because not even yes, I have a work call by my manager, and he's getting ready to leave. He did a happy hour, and when I say these people is a time.
But was it your coworkers or was it his personal friends?
It was, except some of the coworkers, some people that I also support. And then, like, his wife was there, and I was chit-chatting, which she was real cool. When I say he was twerking.
See, I feel like it just depends on the environment. Because I hang out with my coworkers sometimes. Like, we do, like, company happy hours and stuff like that. And people bring their spouses. Yeah. But I think it's different when it's different when it's majority coworkers and a sprinkle of family than when it's majority family and a sprinkle of coworkers.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? Like they're in their element with their family, and the coworkers are kind of like, hey, like this is me, ma. You know what I mean? Right. Oh hey, like it was nice. It was very nice.
Yeah,
I had a good time.
Yeah,
but it was just kind of awkward.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like it was just kind of awkward.
Yeah, it could be like that.
But so I ended up doing that, and that was it. I did some Cowboy Carter content that I had posted to my Instagram and to my TikTok because I remember we were talking about like the outfit that I had on. I didn't really like it. I had another outfit that I was gonna wear, but I didn't wear it because I personally felt like it was a denim dress. I personally felt like that was too hot to wear. Now, granted, I know I had on shorts and like pants underneath, but it was like lace pants. But anyway, I felt like the full denim dress would be too hot, and I was afraid that it might rain.
Yeah,
and then once that material gets wet, exactly,
it's miserable.
So I didn't get to wear that outfit. I ended up having to wear something else. So I put the outfit together that I wanted to wear and did some content. That was my first time doing like
get ready with me kind of situation.
Yeah. So I did it. It's out there. Whatever.
Cute.
If people like it, they like it. If they don't, they don't. I'm just trying shit. Like to see where it lands.
Should. Because this is the thing. There are people with different type of bodies and different type of styles and things like that. And I'm just like, I think somebody said, when you always say somebody it's already been done, you didn't do it.
That's
so
true.
It hasn't been done yet. You know, so that's my new like. I just want to do the things. Yeah. I want to put it out in the atmosphere because like anytime it never fails. Like anytime I'm talking to somebody about stuff or discussing things, it becomes like, oh, I did this because we talked about it, or I did such and such. I got people cruising at work, and you know, so I'm just like, I need to just start putting myself out there. My issue is I'm not as friendly as I am on camera. I hate that for me. I sat there. I was leaving work, and I was like, oh, because Devon paid off his timeshare. Round of applause for him, right? Yeah. And I was like, oh, I want to call and tell somebody. And I just was like, now I'm getting ready to see Latoya, so ain't no point in calling her. My mother, I called Mom Shane, answered the phone. I was like, girl, you don't have no friends. What's your beef? What is the problem? And I feel like I'm a good time, but I was like, you know what? And I was having a conversation with the SA that works in my office. And I was like, I am not as nice as I think I am. And she was like, oh, I said, probably not even. In my mind, I was like, and I wasn't nice to you either. Like, I'm not as nice. Like, I don't know what it is. I'm very like,
You know what's funny about that? I see that, but I don't see that.
I know. It's so crazy. You know what I am? What? I'm a facade. I'm an illusion.
It's like I see it, but I don't see it at the same time. Like crazy. For me, it's like I guess I don't take it serious. I'm like, okay.
I know, and I don't understand.
But maybe people that don't know you would be like, oh, she's mean. I'm like, no, she just.
I don't know. I just be like,
right. Like, that's how I feel like she's just playing. And maybe that's naive of me. Like, I don't be taking you serious. Like, I do, but I don't. Like, I feel like sometimes what you consider, like, not being friendly is just you being direct. Or, like, I feel like sometimes you can be very, like, upfront, or you could be even sometimes like abrasive about something. But personally, I feel like it's always done in a joking way, so that the person would know, like,
it's not that serious.
Like you could be like, let's sit your ass down, but I know that you just joking. Yeah, you know what I mean. But somebody that doesn't know you could be like, why is she talking to you like that?
Right now, No. Yes.
You know what I mean?
I do.
So it's like I see it, but at the same time I don't see it because I don't take it serious,
Yeah.
and I know you don't mean it in a negative way.
Yeah.
You know.
I just need to. I gotta get together because I'm like I don't have nobody to call. If y'all look on my call log, let me tell you, I'm gonna be honest with you. On my call log, it say Jayla, Janae, Davon, Jayla, Janae, FaceTime, Davon work. My mother, my grandmother done called me looking for my mother. That's what it be. And then Latoya, when I be like, well, what we got going on? But I'm just like, what's going on? What's going on with me, y'all? And I know, as they say, as you get older, your friend group gets smaller and smaller. But I'm like, mine started off small, and I ain't got no, I can't go no further than that. So it's gonna be minuscule, and that's gonna be crazy. Everybody can, and out of 5 people, half the time they busy. They're gonna text me back. Oh, my phone was upstairs on the charger. Sorry, I missed your call. Call me back. Why you texting me? Call me back, girl.
Oh,
so anyway, this is also my other thing is like.
Well, you could call Kiara.
So this is my other thing. I want to be like, she be busy too. I promise you, she be doing her church stuff.
She do.
And then and then this is the thing. If I call you, answer that phone. Cause she'll do, and I love her, but she be like, "Can you text me?" Because also she has a roommate, and so she don't. And I'm gonna be like, "What's she talking? What's she over there?" Like, I want to gossip, and she can't gossip.
Like, I don't be answering the phone.
You do. You answer the phone for me all the time, and
or if I don't answer, I'll text you like, "Hey, I'm watching TV, or I'm busy, or whatever."
Right.
Yeah.
But no, she'll be like, "Can we text?" And like instead of calling, and I'm like, if I called you, it's because I can't. No, I can't text. And so I be like, no. And that's the end of it because I don't want to have a text conversation.
But she might be in an area where she can't talk.
Right.
And you're like driving or something, and you can't text.
Right. And so I'm like, no. But then also some things, reflections, and other things that I'm asking, I don't want to have to wait for a response. Like, I want to be able to say what I need to say and get off the phone and do what I need to do.
Yeah.
I don't want to hold a texting conversation.
Yeah.
Because I have to write everything down, wait for you to respond, then
send her voice notes.
I asked you I called you. That's all I got. I don't have time because even with that, I have to wait for you to listen to the voice note.
Yeah.
Then for you to respond, and now I got to listen to the voice note. I called for something specific, and I'd be like, "No." She's like, "Oh, I'm in church." Oh, cool. I just don't call no more. I see you at work, and then I'll give you the text that you need. Yeah. I don't have. I don't know. I'm particular about that. I am not a big texter.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, unless it's very much so like something that can linger. But I would prefer to just call, get an answer, and go on with my day. I have apps, people. I don't wait in line, and I don't watch commercials. That's my life. But I think back to like some of the vlogging, I think this will help me also be more communicative with people because I'm not as communicative as I think I am.
I honestly think it's a trust thing. Like I feel like
I don't trust folks.
Yes, I feel like when you're comfortable.
Yeah, then I be chat. That's why people be thinking of it, and I be like, they be like, "Oh, how was?" And I give them one more answer. And they be like, "No, what the hell going on?" What? And then they think I don't like it. I'm like, "No, this is my actual personality." Crazy work. We done went on a tangent, y'all. Anyway.
Okay, so this is something fun. Okay. At least I hope it'll be fun.
All right.
So while we were out, right, different guys were like trying to talk to us and different things like that. So I wanted to talk about like pickup lines. So okay, do you think like are pickup lines done? Are they done? Do we still do that?
People don't use a damn thing.
The
creativity is gone.
Yeah, and it's like I'm not dating, so I'm not in that world.
I'm not either, but I'm just like
the times that we do step out and guys try to holler, it's like what's the tea? Like how like y'all not really getting creative no more. No. Like y'all just saying anything.
They say anything. It's okay. I'll give you my okay. So when I was out, I will have a prop. I stay with a prop. I had a fan. First of all, not a fan. I had the menu all night.
You did.
Because when I tell you I was hot, it was hot.
Should have stole them people menu, turn it into a fan.
Having a time. But one of the things I appreciated, people that I guess that was a in
like a
for people, because a lot of people, males was coming up to me like, oh, fan me, you know what I'm saying? And so it's kind of, I got you kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it's more of a playful thing, but I've already given you an in because I'm doing something that's out of the norm, right? When we first got there, this one guy was like, and I had the fan then, and he kind of walked up to me and was like, I'm gonna hook you up. If you see somebody you like, I'm a wingman for you. If I see somebody I like, you got the woman for me. I was like, I got you. White dude, older white dude. I don't know what's up with me getting these old jokers, bro. So then her cousin finds somebody on El Puerto Rico, and then he leaves his homeboy? His homeboy.
Yeah.
Not my type.
Not mine either.
But I'm nice, right? Because we also are waiting for her to come back, because it's like, now, as Latoya said, where's the second location?
Right.
Because we got to find you.
Yeah.
So he's chatting us up. And then I also keep my eye out, because I'm like, I don't need you to be the guy that distracts me from the ultimate goal of making her sure she get back. He's like, oh, you got a pretty smile, da 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 da. And so we just chatting it up, and I guess that's the feeler outer. And he was like, oh, so, what's your name? Can I get your number? I was like, oh, I have a boyfriend. Nah.
What threw me off was they're talking, but the three of us are standing there.
Yes.
So I'm not necessarily talking to him, but we're all standing there.
Yeah.
So after you said that, he gonna look at me and say, I guess you got a boyfriend too. Sir! I'm not about to...
What you thought you was gonna do?
Well, she not available. Let me
see what you got going. Let me see what you got going. I just talked to her because she was the closest. Now let me move on out the way.
And I said, well, she got a boyfriend and I'm married. He was like, dang, okay.
We out in the streets just being outside. And so then this older dude, I'm just walking, minding my business. Oh my God, you look so nice. Da, da, da. One thing I can't, because I'm a scanner. I'm a room scanner. I'm scanning the room and he's staring at me. And so you know how you see somebody, so it looks like it makes it look as if you're looking for them. And I'm just really being nosy to see what's going on. And I got to turn my face all abruptly, but then that also makes you look more obvious that you was trying to avoid. It's too much. I'm out of the game. I don't have it in me. It's too many rules. And especially if you like, really feeling that joker, I don't want you to feel like that was an open.
Yeah. But they do. They take any little thing as an opening.
And then I'm not the one that want to reject somebody, and next thing you know, they ready to fight me, because I don't have time for that either.
Yeah.
But anyway, I have not heard a good pickup line in forever. So what would you say, is like the best one you've ever heard, or the last one you ever heard? The only one I heard like that, like he was like, oh, you have a really nice smile, right? And I get that.
Is that a pickup line though?
I think that it's an open. I don't know what I think a pickup line is anything that opens up a conversation.
Okay, all right. Yeah.
And so, or because people could be like, oh, you look really nice, can I have a conversation? That's a pickup line.
Yeah, I get it.
Kind of thing. But it's nothing like what they used to be like real elaborate, thought out things to make you like maybe laugh.
Like, did it hurt when you fell out of heaven?
Right, like that. And then you be like, that's cheesy. But then if you hear something like somebody being overly like observant of what you got going on. So like if they're like, I'll say it's not necessarily a pickup line, but like we were talking about for women, if a guy's like, oh, can I have a conversation? It was like, you know what, I can't think because I don't have no drink in my hand.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And it opens it up to be like, now you can figure out if a man's gonna take it either way. Like, oh, she just want me to buy her a drink, whatever. Or you have another guy that's like, oh, she's kind of like know who she is, confident. I need to know more
Step
about
up.
this girl,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
You have two type of guys, so that kind of helps weed out some of the things. And so I don't know, because then the other dude, like that guy, when I kept saying, "Oh, it's so hot in here," like a pickup line for me would have been like, "You fanning yourself, that means you don't have no water. Let me get you."
Mm-hmm.
That's
mm-hmm.
And now I'm like, because you see what's going on,
Yeah.
and you're taking heed on what I'm looking for, what I need to make me more comfortable. So now it's time for a conversation, right? That's an opening, in my opinion, for a conversation. You telling me I have a nice smile, I have braces, I should. You know what I'm saying? Hello? That's not saying much.
Yeah.
But if if I'm kind of fidgety and it's like, oh, you know what, you want to come over here, you and your homework want to come over here and sit down because I see that it's no point in you just standing up because you probably no reason to waste your feet hurting just to be waiting for somebody. Like those things, it'd be like, so you just gonna be, because my response would be like, oh, so you just gonna observe me like that? Oh, all right, and it kind of make you want to have a conversation.
Yeah.
But people don't want to do that. I'm gonna tell you something. If I was a dude, when I tell you I'm picking up all the lines,
I feel like not even low key, high key. I feel like I got game.
Listen, the game is game.
When the dudes, like when the guys were like trying to like make like just even to have a conversation, I'm like, it's so many things you could have said, and you on some, oh dang, oh you looking good, or I want you, like that's the same old stuff that we hear all the time.
Be different than the original. Like I had a dress on with a lady's
face on
it, and so in the back now, this is a throwaway, like a throw out there that you don't know how to respond. Her eyes in the back are on my butt. So you're like, I see your eyes on your back looking at me. So I need to come to the front and really talk to you face to face.
Or something like that.
I would have been like, oh. And then, that's creative.
Yeah.
People don't want to be creative.
And maybe it's like a thing of like, you don't have to be. You know what I mean? Like now in this day and age of dating, you don't have to be. But I don't know. Like I'm not out there. Y'all out there. Yeah. Do y'all miss that? Like what's that?
I do. I miss creativity. Even though it's like wasted, I also feel like it's flattering.
But it's personality driven too. Because I asked Judah this one time. I think I got this from Angel and Marcus. They were doing like if I had to pick you up now. And I asked him, I was like, if you had to like holler at me like now, like right now today,
what you say?
What would you say? And he was like, I'm not good at that. He was like, honestly, I would wait till you was by yourself and just be like, hey, what's up? And I'm like,
and that's what I mean.
Low effort.
I asked him, I was like, so, and I don't ask what he say. Maybe I'm gonna ask him that tonight, and I'm gonna report back. I'm gonna put it in the comments what he's saying. Because I always ask, like, if we at the club, would you approach me? He was like, yeah, I would say something. Now I want to know what you would say.
What would you say?
Child, when I tell you, right, I tried you know how you up against the wall and the guy come up close to you or whatever?
Gosh. That's going to instantly get me. Don't do that.
I was like, I said, I want to try it, right? Girl, he got close. I said, okay, stop.
I already know.
I said, stop. And then I did this thing because you know how a guy comes to you and like kiss you and I go like this and he get close. I was like, oh, stop. It's so great.
It's like
fragile.
It's in your personal space and it like just instantly makes you feel vulnerable.
I was like, ah. It's so funny to me. And it's just like, that's how you be knowing you still like somebody. Because it be those little like, don't do that. Why you trying to catch me off guard? Even though I told you to do it. So how off guard could it be? Craziness. But yes, no, I don't think they be having effort into having charisma.
So I did a little quick Google search, and these are some of the best pickup lines that
let's
I think are good.
Okay.
So the first one is, "What's a smart, attractive man like myself doing without your phone number?"
Ooh,
I feel like he would get my number. I would be like, you know what, you're right. Why don't you have my phone number?
And then my response. See, this is the thing. I'm responding with, I guess you ain't said the right thing to me yet.
Or maybe I'm like, and what's a beautiful girl like me doing without your phone number?
I would, yes.
Yeah.
Or what's a beautiful girl like me doing without plans on Friday night?
Exactly.
Hello, come on.
Do a little volley, back and forth.
Yes.
Back and forth.
Yes. Open up the gateway so that we can. That's so creative.
I really do think it's an art, though. I think
it is.
When you're not really used to being social and used to talking to people.
Yeah.
Really coming up with that on the spot and and just being able to do that.
Yeah.
I think that you're not prepared. Like, you don't practice.
Yeah.
So, all right, another one is, are you a parking ticket because you got fine written all over you?
Now,
it's corny, but I like it.
It's so cute.
It's corny, but I like it.
And I would like, and how much you think is fine for?
Okay, your hand looks heavy. Can I hold it for you?
Okay.
I was kind of, but I liked it though.
It's cute.
It's cute.
I still think cheesy ones are cute.
Me too.
Because then I'll be like, now you cheesy, but I'm gonna laugh at it because it's so not the norm anymore.
The first thing in my mind is like, okay, you holding my hand, now where we going?
Right.
Like, where you
try to lead me to?
Yeah, exactly.
But that's the thing. The banter has to be able to be reciprocated. Mm-hmm.
All right, so the last one is, do you believe in love at first sight, or should I walk past you again?
Oh, child. You can walk past me as many times as you want to.
I thought that was cute. I was like, okay.
That's cute.
So
I like that.
I think the guys need to get, and the girls too. I think people need to get back to pickup lines.
I might use that tonight just to say I used it.
He gonna be so he's already tired of you.
He be so
he's already over the shenanigans.
I shenan and I shenanigan. You hear me? I shenan
and you
all
come in
day
with some more craziness. He's gonna be like
all day. This is the thing. Being in a healthy relationship with me, I'm a goof ball to the point where I be trying to stone cold stunner him, but he taller than me, so, and I'm heavy, so I ain't getting up nowhere. I just be trying to have a time, and I thoroughly enjoy, and I'm the youngest, so I'm an attention seeker, so I just be doing dumb stuff, and I know he be tired of me. I know he do.
I can't play those type of games. Judah would play, but he too rough, and then he's strong. Like, sometimes I be thinking like, oh, I'm a big girl. You know what I'm saying? No, he.
And the thing is, I don't get far. I be like, ah, but I like my hand. I just be on his neck or whatever, and then I be like,
but okay. Davon might be like, girl, please. Judah will like be like, oh, you want to wrestle? I'm gonna slam you for real. And in my mind, I'm thinking, you can't slam me.
And then you get slammed.
And then I get slammed.
Yeah, no, because I always do it in the midst of him doing something. Like, it don't be like, we just sitting here and I do it. He'll be like going through the mail or folding clothes, and I be like, ah, and I push him, and then I run away. And they're like, what are you doing? And then I'll come close, and he be like, man, what are you doing? And I'm like, why are you scared? Oh, God. That's what I'm saying. It's so crazy. And I'd be like, what are you laughing at? And he'd be like, cuz you just don't have sense. And I just be like, oh.
But then when the kids do it to you,
I don't have time for that. Go sit down. Is your homework done? Go read a book. Because you know what? My kids, and this is what kills me every time with them. Not so much, like Janae's gotten like kind of grown out of it. But Jayla is still very much so in the midst of pissing me off. Like, I tell her what to do not to piss me off. And then 20 minutes later, she does exactly what I told her not to do to piss me off.
But then want to be up under you.
But then want to be in my face. And now I'm annoyed. So, like, I am not as strict as my parents were, right?
Mm-hmm.
I am I need to fuck around and find out type of parent at this point,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I told my biggest pet peeve with them is I don't like last minute stuff.
Okay.
Don't tell me nothing last minute because my intent is to be able to say yes, but I don't know what may happen between me saying yes at 5 o'clock and me getting off at 7.
Right.
So if I already have it planned on Monday for Thursday, in my mind I know I need to get off early or I need to do such and such. If you're telling me this and I'm like, all right, yeah, it sounds good at 5 o'clock, but between 5 and 7, you don't know what happens. So then when you get home and you're like, remember you said you was going to do such and such, and now I'm annoyed because you caught me at a time where I didn't have time to plan to say yes or no.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I don't want to always be the parent that says no,
No.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm like, don't do that. I don't like that. Don't do that. What she do? Wait to the last minute or be somewhere. If I'm asking you to do something, be somewhere you're not supposed to be. And I'm like, I just told you, don't do that. We literally had, because I'll tell you exactly what happened. Jayla was in summer school and she did something that night to just really piss me off.
Mm-hmm.
So I fussed her out. I called her that morning because she had to take the bus. Because when I went back to work, she had to take the bus to school. And I was calling her like, hey, just want to make sure you got to school. Like, why are you calling me? I said, what do you mean why I'm calling you? She's like, you fussed me out. Yeah, super sensitive. You fussed me out yesterday. I said, because you did such and such. I did not like it. I told you time and time again, don't do this. You know, if I'm calling you, if I need you to do something, I need you to answer the phone, blah, 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 blah. Now, I had this conversation at 9 o'clock in the morning. It was like 8. At 5 o'clock, I'm calling because I needed her to do something. Finally, I'm calling Janae once she gets off work to say, hey, where's your sister at? She's like, well, she's not home. She's such and such. Call her and tell her, no, Janae was home. Call her and tell her, answer the daggone phone.
Mm-hmm.
She finally calls back. And I think it was because I'm at work, so I don't have my brother-in-law's number. So I'm trying to have her call him to check on. It was something
whatever
to that
it is
effect.
you're trying to do. Right.
And so when I'm calling her and I'm like, what are you doing? Oh, well, I went up to such and such. I said, you knew that I was calling you. Well, my phone was getting ready to die. Take your ass home and charge it. Why you have to stop at somebody else? So now I'm pissed off. I'm like, I just told you at 9 o'clock what you're doing is going to irritate me.
Mm-hmm.
Not even a whole day. You don't even wait a day.
Mm-hmm.
You done did something to work on my nerves. So that be the thing. And they want to play, and I'm already annoyed with you.
Yeah.
You continue to do stuff to annoy me. So that be the thing. He annoys me, but I like him better than them. Just going to be honest. Because they just be lying and doing stuff. Janae has gotten much better with, and this is the thing. Because I went through it as well. Janae and I are turning a corner from parental to more friends.
Mm-hmm.
And it's still very much so parental there, but I can see
well, she's a young adult now.
Right. I can see it on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
Jayla is still in the midst of me rearing her.
Mm-hmm.
And when I say that girl is the carbon copy of myself.
Interesting.
And the carbon copy of what I was got my shit together. And so now I'm looking at her like, please get to the point where you got your shit together.
I don't, from a perspective, like from the outside looking in, from a perspective of your friend, I don't think that Jayla is a cop. You were very much, you were very mature.
That's what
like she's in 10th grade.
Mm-hmm.
You were very mature. I'm not saying that she's not mature, but you were very like, I don't know, like it gave like motherly, even though we were in high school. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And Jayla is that, but also a lot like how I was a lot more social.
Yeah.
And
I feel like you was the same.
Okay. Well, I felt like I was a lot more social. Lies I say. But
not that you didn't have friends, but you were guarded. Like, everybody was not your friend,
right?
And the people that were your friends that was it. Like,
it wasn't a whole lot of.
It didn't give.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like Jayla's more so.
She's a mixie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like you were nice, but everybody was not your friend. Yeah. You know what I mean?
And I'll say this. So, like, and that's the thing. As mixed, like, Jayla can be around a lot of people and have. So, Jayla is me when I'm intoxicated.
Okay. Yes.
That is what I mean.
Yes.
Not on my regular day.
Yes.
We're talking about my alter ego.
Mm-hmm.
She is a lot like how I am when I am.
Yes. I would agree with that.
And so, because I know that I
mm-hmm.
know that side of me, I don't even like it when I'm intoxicated. But I'm funnier.
Yeah.
But she's like that regularly.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to be honest with you, I probably wouldn't be friends with my intoxicated self.
Why not?
Because I talk a lot. And I be just doing too much sometimes.
I mean, it don't be too much.
For my personality, meaning my regular personality, it's a lot. Because Jayla is a lot to me. Yeah. And I'm going to like, people be a lot to me.
Okay.
So with Jayla, it's like, stop. It's like, stop. I love her, and I love how, and I think my alter ego of myself, because they always say if you are, I was listening to this lady, and she was talking about how the different stages of who you are when you're intoxicated, and they were like, if you are super social and you are really reserved and such in your regular life,
mm-hmm.
but that's unconsciously that's really how you want to be.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I just touched on that, saying I don't have no friends and I need to get my stuff together.
Yeah.
And Jayla can talk to anybody, but the biggest thing with Jayla is she know what she should be doing,
mm-hmm.
and she don't do it, but fixes it on the back end. But the fix it ain't the truth. But she's fixed it, so now it's like I'm gonna be mad. But
it's like, well, you can't say I didn't do it because I did it. I
came back and fixed
it at the last minute.
I just didn't tell you the truth about the fix it. So,
right.
Like, for example, she was in summer school. She was like, I'm in summer school for French, and I was like, you don't even take, like, what are you talking about? She's like, well, you told me I had to take a foreign language and this, that, and the full. And I was like, what are you talking about, Jayla? No, it doesn't make sense. And I'm like, I know what class you failed, but you keep telling me you passed it. I looked on the paper. The class I know she failed is the class she was in summer school for. Wasn't no damn French. So when I said, I was like, Jayla, why would you laugh at, like, what was the point of lying about that? You already in summer school, so it don't matter what class you was in there for. You already in summer school. She was like, but does it matter at this point? I passed. And so in my mind, I'm like, it's the lie. Mm-hmm. It's the lie. Mm-hmm. And it's just like, it'd be stuff like that. And she finesse, the level of finesse, like.
Mm-hmm. It's like the manipulation.
It don't manipulate me. I'm trying to be your mother. She's a harder person to do that with. Janae tried it.
Mm-hmm.
Not as successful because she's more sensitive.
Mm-hmm.
And she don't fully follow through. Jayla will follow through until you say, I'm looking at this paper. And she'll be like, you caught me. And that, I think, is like, part of me is like, you're going to always find a way to make shit shake.
Yeah. Which
I appreciate. But then the other part of me is like, why you just can't shake it before?
Yeah, like, just do it right the first time.
Do it right the first time. I'm like, and I told her this. I said, you love keeping me on the edge of my seat.
Mm.
And I said, I'm at a slope, baby. I'm holding on for dear life.
You hanging off
the seat. Hanging off this. First you on the edge. That joke is, my edge is like this. And I was keep just a slide. I'm like, can I just be sitting on the edge comfortably? Nah, that joke is at a tilt. God.
Poor Jayla.
Poor me.
No, I'm just saying, like,
Hey.
how the podcast and like she caught a stray
She
real
catches
bad.
a stray because I catch strays all day long. That's why. But back to I said that's why I can't play with these people. I don't know what's going on the back end. I'm at the show playing and stuff on the back end. A whole production is happening, and then I found out at the end. Shit, Monet, these kids gonna drive me to drink.
That was fun. We did good. That was another great episode.
It was another great episode. This was a catch up. This was it's late and on vacation is what this brain is trying to be. It's trying to go nighty. Now I gotta go home. Jonathan got dropped off, so his dad asked me to. He took his hair out for me, so he's like, "Can you wash it and style it?" And I was like, "Jonathan, y'all going somewhere?" He was like, "No, it's a family reunion, so I need to do it before he picks him up on Thursday."
What? So weekends back to back?
Listen, let me tell you, because I had him 2 weekends.
Oh,
back to
okay.
back
So
as
y'all
well.
just catching up.
So we're just catching up because inevitably this weekend would have been his weekend because I had him on my weekend. So last weekend was my weekend. This weekend would be his weekend. So I ain't tripping because everything goes back to normal once
he go back to school.
Once school starts, and I'll be back full time in the saddle again. So I've had a wonderful summer off. So I have to do that and see my baby. But yeah, this is another wonderful, amazing episode.
Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification button, tell a friend to tell a friend.
Drop down in the comments.
If y'all got some good pickup lines, put them in the
comments. What somebody done said to you? What if you're married
somebody
or you
done
have
said to you that work?
That's what I'm saying. If you're married or have a significant other, how did that play out?
Oh,
who
like,
was
how
the
did
one?
they get you?
Were you the getter or the gettee? And if you were the getter, like what you say, how you say it, and vice versa. So
with that, we'll drink to that.
We want to drink to that.